The whole point of Relay for Life was 1, to raise money to fight cancer and help those already battling it, and 2, for those who don't have cancer or don't have any family or friends who have cancer to experience the hardships of the disease. Before this, I viewed being a good citizen as someone who just supports these programs and helps fund them, but now I see being a good citizen as someone who experiences it with those in trouble or in pain and helps them through it. Relay for Life itself gave me about 1% of the actual experience of having cancer, and as of now, 1 week later, I still feel a little fatigued from the event. Being at the fundraiser with those who have lost people to cancer and with those currently battling cancer made me feel proud that I'm supporting the cause to stop this horrible disease. Looking back on it, I feel happy that I did Relay for Life because it changed how I view these events and taught me how to be a good citizen.
So, for me, community service wasn't on my mind when we first learned about it. Yes, I smirked. I was one of those people. And then I realized close to the end of the time that we had to do these hours that I still needed most of my hours. It didn't sit well with me because I knew I was better than that. So I decided to do Relay for Life. I thought, okay, it's an easy 15 hours. Sure, it might not mean anything, but you know what? I'm going to get my hours done. So, I organized a team. I got a few people together, and we all decided to do it, seeing as we all needed hours. We went there, and at first it was just us hanging out. We didn't think much of it. But once we got into the heart of the event, we saw a side of people that we never thought we would see. People talked about their experiences with cancer, and I was shocked to learn how many people really had to suffer with this disease. Not just people that were directly infected with it, but people who had relatives or family members that had this disease as well. It changed my output on a lot of things. For one, I realized that community service is important, and it doesn't just make you feel good, but it makes the person you're doing it for feel good. And that is what community service is all about to me.
Relay for Life was much more than just walking around a track. It was about celebrating and remembering those who had passed away from cancer and help those that are fighting it. My community service has made me realize that being a good citizen is much more than just donating money to these types of events. A good citizen is someone who takes action and personally helps those that are in need. A good citizen not only takes action in events like this one, but also has the same amount of care for those when no one is watching. Actually being there and taking part in the event helped me understand the day-to-day battle that those who are fighting cancer have to fight. It made me feel proud that I was helping to raise money that could help to stop a terrible disease like this one.
When people think about community service, they don't think about going out raising money is going to be fun. They think it's going to be a hassle. Because whenever community service comes to mind, they're like labor, work, like nothing fun, like out in the heat all day. That's not what community service is whatsoever. I mean, sure, you may have to work a little bit and it may be hot, but that's not what it is at all. What it is, it's a group of people getting together to help like a cause. In this case, what we did Relay for Life. And in Relay for Life, there were people gathering around, like veterans who had cancer at one point in time and others who don't. And there was even some people there that actually had cancer and were still there raising money for it. There, we learned all different kinds of things about cancer, and there was even the veterans there, they came up and spoke to us. They had the people who helped fundraise, get the event, come up and speak. They had awards for people who raised the most money and other things like that. And honestly, it was a real life changer because when you go there, you would have thought that it wasn't going to be any fun, but it was. There's people there like walking around, but you didn't have to walk around the entire time. You could like go there, sit, you could play. They had tents with games in them and food and everything. During the whole course of the event, they had like competitions and things that are going on throughout the entire event, and it was a lot of fun. And honestly, it like changed my look at community service.